everyone, welcome back to our channel. So glad that you're here to hang out with us. So in this video, I wanted to take you through a typical night in our lives. Now, in this night, Daniel was not feeling the greatest and he was pretty tired. So I went ahead and set up his dialysis machine. I set up his medications. There are some nights where we really just want to get in bed, go to sleep, we're done with our day. But when you are dealing with something like dialysis at home, that's just not something that you can do. You do have to get things set up for the week. So that is what we're doing tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned something new, and hopefully leave encouraged as always. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and enjoy. So I just finished putting all of Daniel's medications together for the week, and I'm exhausted and my brain hurts. I'm just gonna pull out the ones for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so I'm gonna pull those out and then get this back in here. We just keep all of his meds right here in this cabinet, right by our microwave. We use our kitchen just because there are so many medications are kind of taken over everything. But now I actually have to get the dialysis put together. So Daniel dialyzes at home. He dialyzes every single night. He could go get dialyzed in center. There's different ways that you can actually get dialysis. So grateful for that. Actually, there's dialysis that you would go and you would do in center, which a lot more people are familiar with. When they think of dialysis, they think, oh, you have to go to a dialysis center and spend some time there. Well, the really cool thing about the way Daniel does dialysis, by the way, I'm just ripping up, like, whenever you get prescriptions, like all of your information, your doctor's information, your pharmacy's information, I think even our address is on these papers, so make sure you rip that up whenever you get prescriptions filled. But anyways, he gets to dialyze here at home. And it's really nice because it gives him a bit more freedom and control. There's definitely some dialysis patients that like dialyzing yourself at home. You have to be responsible for more. He will go every few weeks to the dialysis center, and the nurses are on call 24/7. So he's not truly on his own doing the dialysis. Like, you know, they watch him pretty closely. His machine does send information. I'm gonna put the meds for tomorrow right here on the counter so that that's ready to grab. But he's never on his own when it comes to dialyzing. Truly, there's like a whole team behind him. The nurses have an iPad where all the information that comes out of Daniel's machine goes into the iPad. And anyways, they're really on top of watching him. By the way, welcome to our garage. This is all dialysis supplies. I know it's an absolute mess. And then this is actually, as you can see, by the way, I'm just going to show you the mess, and it is what it is because it is taking over this garage. We actually just got done throwing away a bunch of boxes, but you see how these are green and these are yellow? That's different prescriptions of dialysis. So that's a stronger solution and that is a weaker solution. So Daniel is now on the weaker solution, and then this is a stronger solution. So now we have tons of it. I used to keep it in, as you can tell, we're in my garage here in the house. We used to keep all of Daniel's supplies in closets inside the house, and it just got ridiculous. Like these boxes, as you can tell, I mean, it's a pallet. So we open the garage and we have the guy just bring the pallet into the garage. But all of this stuff was just taking over all the closets in the house, and it was too much. So now I've resorted to just keeping supplies here in the garage where our garage doesn't get too hot. I don't think that it would mess with the solutions, but it hasn't been a big deal at all. But yeah, we do our garage, and it is a hot mess right now because Daniel has been sick, and he's the one who takes care of cutting the boxes down because he used to use 2 boxes, or I'm sorry, a box and a half every night. So as you can imagine, in 1 month we have over 30, maybe even 40 boxes that then we need to get rid of, and we try to recycle it out and stuff like that. But when Daniel gets sick and I don't have the time to take care of it, as you can imagine, the garage gets full of boxes, and it just feels like it takes over our house. But anyways, I have to come out here and grab a box because now he's using 1 box a night with his prescription changing with his dialysis. So I'm gonna grab a box and take it to the room so then we can go ahead and set up Daniel's dialysis. But it's a lot of work having to do dialysis yourself, but then it also gives you a little bit of freedom. And I have come to find out is that dialysis produces so much trash. This is just 1 night's worth of treatment, and it is ridiculous. It produces so much trash. That's why it just builds up. It's a lot. And obviously it all doesn't fit in the trash that is going to be taken, you know, by the weekly trash collection. So it is truly something else. We constantly have to try to keep up with it. Everything comes wrapped in bags, so it gets kind of ridiculous how much trash this produces in 1 night. So yeah, it just produces a lot of trash we have to take care of. Working on getting Daniel's dialysis machine set up for the night. This whole process of putting everything together with the machine, I think it takes around 25 minutes or so, but then it'll take 20 minutes or a little over 20 minutes for the system to prime from the fluid bags and get all the tubing full of fluid and stuff. We don't want air to go into his belly because that's where he dialyzes. And yeah, this whole process takes quite a bit, almost an hour to do everything. And we have to do this every single night. So when Daniel is really tired, which he's actually over there sleeping, or napping, then I will do it for him. I rarely honestly do all of this for him, but when he's feeling really sick, I kind of take one for the team and offer to do it for him, so that he can just sleep or rest. And I don't mind doing it because I do it so infrequently, and it kind of keeps my skills sharp and lets me practice, because the one who got the training to do all of this was actually Daniel. This is not something we learn in nursing school because it's not, it's really something more you do as a dialysis nurse, kind of train when you do that stuff. So it's good for me to do it, to continue to practice and do it myself too. But it's a long process, and it's kind of, definitely, it's late. It's past 10 and I'm kind of ready to go to bed. but I'm glad that I can do it and help out, but it just has to get done every day. So while the machine primes, we keep all of Daniel's dialysis supplies. Don't look at the mess. Everything is a mess right now, just with him feeling sick. Everything has just gotten so messy, and it's just trying to survive right now. But I try to get everything done. Like, we need some gauze soaked in this solution, and that's what we use to clean the catheter before we connect, or before he connects to it. And then we use a different solution to actually clean the insertion site where the catheter goes into his belly. So I just go ahead and get both of those soaked in, so that they're ready to go when he's ready to connect. And then sometimes we'll go ahead and get his bandages changed out too. He does like an antibiotic ointment cream and changes out the bandage on that insertion site where the catheter is at. So we'll do that while the machine is priming and just try to save time that way. But this also has to get done every single night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that maybe you got to learn something new or got to see what dialysis looks like. It's definitely not easy, but it's okay. We've learned to kind of live with it. We got to travel with this machine to New York City and be able to have a vacation. And I think that was really awesome to have the freedom to do that. So that video I can definitely link down below. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and there'll be some videos right after this that you can enjoy and watch to know a little bit more about our journey. Also, check out our podcast because we do talk a lot about our story, what we've been through, and why Daniel is even on dialysis. So we'll see you guys over there. Bye.